The simple mindset shift that absolutely changed my content creation game. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Who is this guy dressed up in a red costume, wearing a money heist mask? Why did this video get recommended to me? And why did I click on this video? Well, it's very, very simple. If you don't know me, or if you haven't seen my face before, my name is Ozzy Koi. I am a content creator with over 8 million followers across all my socials. I paired up with my Arab dad. We do pranks, skits, challenges, and we've basically garnered attention of millions and millions of people with short form content. It went viral on TikTok, Instagram. And yeah, we made millions of people laugh. I have millions and millions of followers and millions of views. But how did I get to this point? Well, it's very simple. There's this one mindset shift that absolutely changed the way I view life and how I viewed content. When I first started off making content, I adopted a certain mindset that allowed me to progress in the content creation game. You know, when I was a kid, I loved creating content. I loved it. There was nothing, I used to make YouTube videos when I was a kid. I was like 10 years old. I would do skits, Vine. I remember that was a thing. I used to hop on that and I would just do videos. And I loved it. I wanted to be just like these content creators, like Logan Paul, KSI, Zach King, all these people. I looked up to these people and they inspired me to create content. But of course, this video isn't about me. It's about you, so I digress. There's this one simple mindset shift that changed everything for me. It changed the way I viewed life. It changed the way I created content. It changed the way I lived. It changed everything for me, and it just made me overall such a better person. I enjoyed living. I enjoyed breathing air. I enjoyed being alive. Because you want to know what the number one thing us humans are controlled by? You might have guessed it. It's your thoughts. It's our thoughts. We let our thoughts control us. And what's crazy is that the number one thing we have control over in life is our thoughts. So why is it that we let these thoughts control us, allowing us to live this miserable life? We view life in a weird lens. Our perspective on life is different. Well, it's probably the way we grew up. It's probably the way we interact with people, how people interact with us. It's probably the way we're programmed. Because think about it. Us humans, we're constantly being programmed. Whether it's through school, whether it's, through your family, whether it's the content you consume, we're constantly being programmed. And that's what's crazy about the human brain, is that we're always being programmed. Ever since birth, ever since we were kids, we download data. Our brain is like this computer, and we download data into it, allowing us to express this identity to the world. This is me. This is Ozzy Koi. My real name is Khalil. This is Khalil right here. Okay, talking to you guys. I probably have different programming than you do. And it sounds really weird when I think about it. It's like, what is this guy talking about programming? But it's completely and utterly true. I choose what to consume. I choose what to put into my body. I choose the way I live my life. I choose the way I see things. And that's mainly what this video is about. You have to view life in a different lens. And what I mean by that is, for example, let's use a magnifying glass, for example. Okay, we have magnifying glass A and we have magnifying glass B. Okay, magnifying glass A. This is the magnifying glass. Okay, imagine it right here. And I'm looking through it. I'm viewing life through this lens. And what I see is very simple. I have limiting beliefs upon myself. I doubt myself. I don't believe in myself. I don't think I'll ever amount to anything. And I've been told my whole life that, I'll never be successful. And I guess, it's true. But that couldn't be further from the truth. I want you to drop this fucking lens and never pick it up. Because it doesn't serve you. You're a human being. You have power beyond measure. Your potential is, you don't know how much, you don't know what you're capable of doing. God created you for a reason. You have a reason to live. You have a reason to breathe. You have a reason to live life. You have a purpose. You just don't know what it is yet. So fuck those beliefs that you put upon yourself, and don't ever pick up that lens ever again. Instead, I want you to pick up magnifying lens B. This is the magnifying lens right here, and I'm looking through it. I view life through this lens. And the 1% of people view life through this lens. 99% of people, they view life through magnifying glass A, which is the lens that you never want to fucking pick up ever. Ever. Because that lens doesn't serve you. And it doesn't bring power to you. So trash it and don't look back. Now, magnifying glass B. This is the magnifying glass that you need to view life through. This magnifying glass is what you should, is basically the mindset you adopt. That's the kind of analogy that I'm bringing here with the magnifying glasses, if you don't already know. So you're viewing life. You think you could do everything. You're a human being. All these successful entrepreneurs, businessmen, or successful people in this world view life through this lens. The mindset that I want you to adopt here is very simple. They're human, just like you. They are no different than you. They bleed the same as you. They don't bleed a different color. Your blood is red. Their blood is fucking red. But the only difference between them and you is that they have a certain plan. They have actions to take to get them to that goal that they want in life. And they had a mentor. They had proper execution. And they made it happen. They took action. You're right here. This is you. You're stuck. You don't know what to do. You don't know how to navigate yourself through life. But this is why I'm making this video in the first place. It doesn't matter if you're getting into content creation. It doesn't matter if you're starting your own business. It doesn't matter if you're getting into a new relationship or you're building on relationships in your life. It doesn't matter if you're getting into fitness and you're building that dream physique of yours. It doesn't matter. It applies to every single area in life. It all starts from up here, and then it manifests into the physical realm. If you want to create content that goes viral, just like me, to build a personal brand, to build, this huge asset, it all starts with content creation. But in order to do this, you have to conquer this first before you can conquer the physical realm. If you have negative beliefs about yourself, and every negative thought that is bestowed upon you, you just consume it and you let it consume you, then you'll never amount to anything. You'll never succeed at anything because you don't believe in yourself. Why live life like that? I don't choose to live life like that. I don't succumb to these thoughts. I choose the thoughts that serve me, the thoughts that bring me power, the thoughts that bring me control into my life. That's how I choose to navigate through my life. That's the lens that I view life through. So with that being said, the simple mindset shift that changed my content creation game was viewing life in a lens that brings me power. That's the answer. Because when you do that, then everything just becomes so easy. You conquered this first, your brain. You conquered your brain first. And it sounds so silly to people, but it's the truth. How do you expect to achieve anything great in life if you just have this weak, fixed mindset all the time? I don't know one successful entrepreneur, millionaire, successful person that lives life viewing through magnifying glass A, where they set limiting beliefs upon themselves and they have negative beliefs upon themselves, and they're just lost and they believe they'll never amount to anything, and it's just like it's a whole mess. Why would you ever view life through that lens? Ever. All the successful people in this world view life through magnifying glass B, and they choose the thoughts that serve them, the thoughts that bring them power. So with that being said, it doesn't matter if you're doing content creation like me. It doesn't matter if you're starting your own business. It doesn't matter if you're building a relationship or you're getting into a relationship. Know that you are a human being. You are powerful beyond measure, and there is nothing you cannot achieve in this world if you genuinely put your mind to it. And as cliche as that sounds, it is absolutely true. Never pick up that fucking magnifying glass that doesn't serve you. I choose to view life through magnifying glass B. I choose to serve the thoughts that bring me power, that serve me. Quite frankly, that's just the life that I want to live. And if you don't want to live life like that, that's totally up to you. Continue being miserable. Continue living life not without knowing your true potential. There's this one quote by, I think it was Marcus Aurelius. It's a shame for a man to grow old without realizing the true potential that his body is capable. Think about that. I don't know, man. That was a mindset shift that changed the way I created content because I believed in myself. I knew I could do it. I knew I could hit a million followers. I have over 8 million right now across all my socials. Alhamdulillah, thank God. Why? How? It's because I instilled this mindset. I adopted a mindset that served me. And I encourage you strongly to do the same. Live life, but live it right. Don't let miserable people program your mind. You choose how to program your own mind. And once you begin to understand that, your life just becomes a whole lot better. I promise.